Hi everybody, I hope you're doing okay and that you've had a great summer. I wanted to go over 2 or 3 things. These are mentioned in the newsletter article as you read them this week, but I thought maybe if I added this video aspect, it would maybe help us a little bit as we get ready. The first one, which is so important, is the ministry safe training. You know, we are asking, in fact, I've used the word requiring. We're requiring all of our pastors to take the ministry safe training, to have everyone in your church who works with children or teenagers. I can't tell you how important it is that everyone take that training. The videos take about maybe an hour or an hour and a half to go through them. If anybody resists doing that, then that should raise some questions in your heart and mind as their pastor. And then the pastors and anyone in your church, this might be an SDMI chairperson in our larger churches, staff members, but particularly the pastors in the local church. All of us need to take the skillful screening. Now, I tell you, I just took the skillful screening myself, and I have to tell you, it's a real eye opener. I wish I'd taken it, 40 years ago, but it wasn't available then, unfortunately. But it is available now. There's no reason not to take it. This is going to take you longer. It takes a couple of hours, maybe 2.5 hours. And but once you see it, you'll understand why we are requiring it for everyone. I'm asking that everybody send an email to our Assistant Superintendent, Earl Robertson, erobertson@juneau.com. Send him an email and just tell him that you've met the requirements in all of this. You can take Nazarene Safe, but I believe it's the same material. Just make sure that you take the skillful screening in that. Hey, number 2, want to just tell everybody that offerings are coming in now as we move close to the end of August for the Kids Missionary offering, and we're expecting another big offering. You know, our district usually leads the entire denomination in these offerings, and this year it's going towards motorcycles for church planters in South Sudan. These are churches, about 30 or 32 now, I think. Some of them are just tiny preaching points. Others of them have several hundred people involved in them, and we're raising motorcycles for those church planters. Some of them have 2 or 3 different charges where they are ministering, and the least we can do is help them get from place to place instead of having to walk all day sometimes to get there. So just the important thing about that, don't send your offerings into the GMC Treasury. Though this is a 10% approved special, you'll send your offerings to our district NMI Treasurer, Zach Smithson. And then finally, speaking of budget payments, it's hard to believe we are 6 months into the statistical year. The church year is half over, and it's time for all of our pastors, and you'll see this listed in the newsletter, but it's time for all of our pastors to just double check and make sure that your church is where you expected them to be. It's not at all unusual that a pastor assumes that budget payments are all going in and finds out about this time of the year that they haven't been. I will say this, last year was our best year in budget payments, certainly since I've been superintendent, and maybe for a long time. It was just exemplary in every way. This year, it seems to have fallen off. I'm hoping it's just an anomaly, but if you would please, pastors, take a look at that. And I know you know how important it is, and I also realize that you are the ones who make this happen in your churches. So thank you very, very much. God bless you. There'll be several things happening in the fall where perhaps we'll get a chance to see each other, and you know I'm always here if anything comes up and you need my help. God bless you. Thanks again.